Hello folks, this is Derek with Reptile Automation, and today we're going to show you my chameleon TITO. So TITO is roughly a little bit over a year old. He is a Panther Chameleon and he has plenty of color on him. He's got some blues, he's got some reds, he's got some greens, sometimes he turns yellow. He's got a lot of great colors on him. He is in a 4x4x2 Reptile cage enclosure. I have found this enclosure to be perfect for chameleons. He's got plenty of live plants in here. I have a number of pothos, but he's also got a couple fake plants just to give it a little more color. So I decided on this enclosure to do it bioactive. Now, a lot of people don't do chameleons bioactive, but I found it to be just so much easier to deal with. And with the bioactive, I ended up getting one of these large bins, and you could just put the bin at the bottom. And what I ended up doing, because it was leaking a little bit, is I ended up putting this very strong Gorilla Tape around the whole thing. And then inside here, we have a ton of sphagnum moss. I have isopods, springtails, you name it. It's also got just basic Repti soil, nothing crazy. Keeps all his urates and anything he puts in here pretty clean. I don't really have to do much maintenance on this, which is really great. I find it to be probably one of the easier enclosures to deal with. So there he is. There's TITO again. Say hi, TITO. All right, so if we take a look at his lighting, we've got a UVB, and I'm using a 12% Arcadia for him. It is a 22-inch. It is the Zoomed UVB/LED fixture. I really like these fixtures because not only do they have LED grow lights, but they also have the UVB built into it. I generally try to get between 3 and 4 on the solar meter, right where he basically is right now. And that seems to be the happy medium for chameleons. Of course, I have his heat lamp back there. I just use a standard halogen, and I keep his heating roughly between 85 and 90 degrees on that branch right there. And that seems to make him pretty happy. I also use the sensor push sensors, which provide the humidity and provides the temperature of the enclosure. I try to keep his humidity between 60 and 80%. And in order to do that, I actually have 2 misting nozzles going back to my misting system, one in each corner. Run them for 3 minutes every 4 hours. So they do mist this quite a bit, and it does give him plenty of hydration, and of course gives him plenty of humidity. I keep the temperature in this room roughly 75 degrees to 80 degrees, and that seems to be perfect for him. I'm really happy with everything that has come together. He is probably my oldest reptile, being only a year and a little bit older, because of the fact that I got him as my second reptile ever. He's been here for a while. We've moved his cage quite a bit, but another thing that I do recommend if you have a chameleon with a Reptile cage is, if you notice on the sides and the back, I have just shower curtains. You can get just a clear shower curtain, and that'll keep the humidity in nice. And what I ended up having to do is just tape it to the sides, and use some high quality Gorilla Tape for that as well. Okay, so we're gonna move on to feeding. I feed TITO, now that he's about a year and a little bit, maybe a couple months old, I feed him every other day, and I feed him probably 10 dubia roaches, about the size of maybe a quarter. He seems to like that size quite a bit, and all I do is I have this little bowl that they can't get out of, and I just take the bowl out and put him in there, and he's good to go. He'll just go down there by himself, and he will eat. I don't have to worry about him. I do sometimes give him hornworms. Sometimes he'll come up to the front here and stick his tongue out waiting for the hornworms. He's very friendly. Ever since I got him, he's always been pretty friendly. I don't usually have any issues with him. He's never bit me, for example. They say chameleons don't really like to be pet, but he likes to get attention. So we'll give a little bit of more of his colors here. But yeah. So he's a very happy guy in here. You know, I spend a lot of time in here with them. I think that's the key. He sees me almost every day. So he's not scared of me at all. And like I said, usually he will stick his tongue out waiting for hornworms, and he'll wait for me to come and give it to him. So that's TITO, our Panther Chameleon. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, and hopefully you learned a little bit about chameleons. And if you have any questions or comments, just leave them in the comments section below and I'll try to get to them. If you love this video like I do, go ahead and hit the thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, I would recommend subscribing, because we're going to have a lot of these videos coming out. I do have a lot of reptiles, and we'll show off all of the cool things I'm doing with my reptiles. So thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.